Yo, what is up? It's Key, and I am back. We're in the building with another episode of the 72nd Sports Podcast with me and Coach Donte. What is going on, Donte? What's going on?
What's the motherfucking deal, Key? What's the motherfucking deal, YouTube? I love the new intro. Love it, man. Love it, man. Ready to get going. Another episode. Week 4 on the way. We had to go through an embarrassment last night of a disgraceful performance by the Eagles, but week 4 on the way.
We're not going to really get
Oh my god.
into that. We're going to definitely.
Oh my god.
That.
Oh my god.
It's been an interesting week 3. We're going into week 4. You know, we got some topics we want to discuss. We're going to play a little fact or fiction tonight. So
right.
This should be pretty good. Appreciate everyone who is in the chat. Jordy Fighter, what is going on? Appreciate you. Jaden the Champ, what's going on? Rosa Rodriguez, what's going on? Appreciate y'all on this late night here. We're live on the Spotlight Sports Network as well. Be on Coach Donte's channel as well as Key in the Building, Twitch and Twitter. So make sure y'all go follow all the platforms and everything there. So pick'em wise, I sucked this week. Pick'em wise, I stunk it up badly. I don't think you did too bad though.
I went 10-6, but man, so many upsets, man. Oh, so many upsets, bro. Again, I picked the Pittsburgh Steelers to win, and they failed. They looked at bad. They looked at bad, horrendous. Oh, the Vikings got to win when we don't expect them to get a win. It was okay for us. It was okay. My night ended on a high note because I did pick the 4. I was the only one. I believe I was the lone wolf when I picked the Packers. When I picked the Packers.
I should have picked the Packers.
And then last night,
my damn pick at the last freaking minute, listening to everybody else preach the ban. I should have just stuck with my damn guns, and maybe I would have had a better record. But it's okay. But we are here. Again, we got the hottest topics in 7,200 seconds within 2 hours. For all that don't know what 7,200 seconds is, that is 2 hours. But let's get into it here. With the topics at hand, Josh Gordon for the 5th, 6th, 7th, billionth time.
Mm-hmm.
He is back. He is reinstated. He is signed with the Kansas City Chiefs. What's going on, Damien? Screw the Packers, huh? Packers was a tough one to call. But Josh Gordon, he is signed once again. And he's going to the Chiefs. What do you think about that move?
I think it's for receiver depth for the Kansas City Chiefs. People forgot how good Josh Gordon is. When he was with the Cleveland Browns, when he was healthy, when he off the field issues, people forgot who this guy was, what type of player he was. He can get separation. He's a guy that you can go to the end zone with, who can catch the jump ball. But the problem is he can't stay off the marijuana. He can't stay off the weed. He can't stop drinking. That's the problem. But this guy's a really good football player. His last good season was with New England. And this is gonna be if he can get right and not go out there doing stupid little things, I think Josh Gordon can play. He still can play some football. And that was a pretty good pickup by Kansas City as well, man. Like I said again, this is a tough team. Got head coach Andy Reid in the locker room. You win in a winning environment. You have a chance to attend for the Super Bowl. So hey, let's hope Josh Gordon stay on the right page. Not go out there and doing what he's doing off the field. He'll be all right. He's gonna be a key, probably one of the key contributors to KC and be a big old end zone threat.
Definitely. I know Seattle probably missing him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that he could be another third option there for Seattle. I'm surprised they didn't pick him back up. Knowing, they got Tyler Lockett and DJ Metcalf up there. But no, he's definitely going to be a great addition if he, does right. Hopefully by the end of the season, we don't hear him, oh, well, he's suspended again. It's like, it's his MO. Like, he plays the season. He gets hurt the last 2 games. Oh, we hear he's suspended again. He comes back. Same thing. Like, he was with Cleveland. Did the same thing. Came back with Seattle, same thing. New England. It's just a revolving door, and I just hope he can get it together because he's still 30. He's still young, good receiver. Any team would be lucky to have him, but he just gotta stay right. Just gotta stay right.
Yep.
So that, and we did have some injuries really yesterday. I know with the Eagles, we did lose Salmonello on the line, and then we also lost Kevon Wallace for a couple of weeks. You might put him on IR. He has a partially separated shoulder. So that's the Eagles' injuries. I know in Denver, KJ Hamler is out. I think he's done for the year. Not sure if it was a knee injury, but Denver's going to miss him. Because Denver, we're going to talk about Denver. We're going to talk about
Denver. Oh, my goodness.
This hype that I'm hearing about Denver, woo, I don't know why Denver is even in the talks. I get why they're in the talks because they're 3-0. But again, we're going to get into Denver. We're going to definitely get into Denver. Let's recap these games. What's going on, Tay? Let's get into these recap of last week's games. Again, we're not going too depth into them. Just going to recap them real quick. Thursday night game, of course, was the Texans and the Carolina Panthers. Panthers get that game. They improved to 3-0. Washington got killed by Buffalo, 43-21. That defense. Heineke couldn't do nothing on that Bills defense. Josh Allen went off as usual, 4 TDs. Yep. 4 touchdowns, and people texting me about the Sky in the Connecticut game saying it's good right now. WNBA action is tied up 84. Oh, they're going into overtime. The Connecticut Sun and the Chicago Sky are going into OT, and then right now the Mercury is up 6-0 on the Aces. So WNBA action, but the Browns beat the Bears. Horrible fashion.
Damn.
We'll get into it. But Justin Fields sacked 9 times. That's horrible. 26-6, the Bears lose. The Lions get defeated in a heartbreaker. Heartbreaker, 19-17. Justin Tucker with the game-winning and career record-breaking 66-yard field goal. And that's NFL history. Don't think nobody can beat Justin Tucker now with that. And the Titans beat the Colts 25-16. The Saints surprised me and beat New England 28-13. Giants had one job. They had one job because I picked the Giants to beat Atlanta. I thought maybe they could beat Atlanta.
I did too. I'm not picking them no more.
But yeah. So that's the end of that. Atlanta come down in the regulation, hits that game-winning field goal. They win 17-14. The Cardinals and the Jags was actually a really interesting game. I don't know what Kingsbury's motive was to go for a 68-yard field goal with Matt Prater. And then as Agnew comes down with 109 yards, takes it to the house. How are we mean? We're not mean. I'm just going over the recap scores. I can't help that your quarterback got sacked 9 times, Damian. I'm sorry. But the Cardinals end up winning that game 31-19. The Broncos beats the Jets 26-0. It's the Jets. The Raiders pulled out an OT 31-28. That was a good game as well. The Buccaneers against the Rams 34-24. The Rams win in Seattle. Loses to Minnesota 17-30. That was a shocker. I'm just like, come on. Game of the night, 30-28. Packers come back and win that. And then last night's debacle with the Eagles in Dallas. Dallas fumbles them 41-21. And that was your NFL 3 recap. What heck? That was not a bet. I did not. Damian told me somebody wear a Cowboys hat. I did not bet to that. And if I did, I would have surely bought one. As much as it would have killed me, I would have wore it, but we never bet that. So guess what? I'm not wearing no hat. So that was week 3's recap. Week 4 definitely going to get into that. But let's get into a little fact or fiction.
Let's get right into it.
Fact or fiction? The Rams are the team to beat in the NFC.
For right now, the way everything looking, fact that is a fact right there. Matthew Stafford has been, like I say, Matthew Stafford is a great quarterback. All he needed was better weapons, a better team around him. Their defense is good. Jalen Ramsey can lock down his whole side. Aaron Donald and that defensive line was dominant throughout the whole game. The secondary is pretty good. Coach Sean McVay is one of the best young head coaches in the league. And right now, for the way everything looking, the best team. And I don't care how you look at the numbers or their defense. The fact is, they're getting the job done right now. They beat Tampa Bay, the defending Super Bowl champions. But will they beat them when it matters? It remains to be seen. But right now, the Los Angeles Rams is the strongest team in the NFL right now. And that's a fact right there.
For right now, I would definitely have to agree with you. I think the Rams is the most solid team right now. They got defense, they got the offensive line, they got the receivers, they got the weapons. The running game, it will be okay once I think Henderson. It's a running back by committee right now. Henderson is out, but then you got Sony Michel stepping in. But yeah, I think all around that you definitely can say the team right now in the NFC is the Rams. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go fact.
now.
I'm gonna go fact as well. That definitely is a fact that the Rams is the team to beat right now in the NFC. After
Yep.
3 weeks of football, they're 3-0. So that's
Yep. And
definitely I'm gonna
they
go
haven't
with
played no scrubs. They played
nope.
Chicago. Probably was the weakest one out of the two teams they played. I mean, the Colts got an excellent defense. They won it down the stretch against the Indianapolis Colts, and plus they beat the defending Super Bowl champion. So, like I said again, no matter if their defense ranked 22nd or not, hey, they look the strongest team, and they're lighting up the scoreboard right now. So, yeah, right now the NFC goes through them for right now.
I agree. That's definitely a fact there. So we are in agreement that
Hmm.
that is a fact. Um, Fact or fiction? The Bills are the most complete team in the AFC.
That's fiction. I'm gonna go fiction. I think the Chiefs still is pretty good. I think they'll bounce back. But like I said, I'm not gonna say they the most complete team. They the most complete team. Matter of fact, I am. I'm gonna go fact. I'm gonna change my answer. For right now, like I say they got a great defense. They got an awesome defense. They dominated Washington football team. But like I say, can I say they are better than the Kansas City Chiefs as of right now? You can say that, but in playoff time, I'm not so sure. I'm not ready to get off the Chiefs right now. I know they're 1-2 because, like I say, if they don't turn the ball over, if this team don't make no mistakes, they're pretty good. But the only thing the Bills have that the Chiefs don't have, they have a defense, and they have the defense that can compete with anybody in the NFL. Josh Allen is hot. They took a week off. They just took a week off against a good competitive Steelers defense, which just haven't been good ever since. Yeah, I'm gonna say they're the most complete team in the AFC conference right now. As if you look at it, they're the most complete team right now. For us offensively, defensively, Emmanuel Sanders is chipping in very well. So I'm gonna change it to a fact.
Yep. Josh Allen so far is 79, 127 yards, 807 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 1 interception so
Yeah,
far in 3 weeks of playing. Um, is the Bills a complete team in the AFC? Hmm.
if you just look at it, they probably is right now. You can say it right now, but down the road, you don't. I don't know. I think Kansas City is better.
I mean, I'm gonna go with fiction. I'm gonna say the Chiefs is a complete team. Besides that,
Yep.
defense is suspect for the Chiefs.
Yep.
But they got a good running game with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. If he
Hmm.
can, get some medicine for his fumbleitis, because he's been fumbling the last couple games, especially when they needed him. He's had some key turnovers. But they got the weapons. They got Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, Hardman, and they just added Josh Gordon. They got the quarterback. So
Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna say definitely Coaching and Andy Reid is solid. No digs at Sean McDermott. He's a good coach too, but it's just I
Yeah,
just feel like Kansas City is a overall complete team in the AFC.
yeah,
So I'm gonna go fiction.
yeah.
And
I went fact because of for the Bills because of right now the way when you're looking at it, the way you're looking is right now. But does that mean they the overall complete team when you get in the playoffs or are you facing them? I don't. I believe the Chiefs is the overall complete team. But far as based on Buffalo playing right now, that's why I chose fact.
Damien in the chat, hold on. There goes D.
Yeah, I
what,
think
ma-
the
what
Bills are
makes
better
Casey better
right
than the
now,
Bills right now in their offense?
huh? Oh, I think he was talking you.
No, what
Talking,
makes him? I just, even though I know Mahomes is struggling, and I know just Josh Allen, he has weapons too. He got Diggs, Cole Beasley was in the mix. Emmanuel Sanders is coming on. They got not Zay, they got Zach Moss, Devin Singletary, Knox. I mean, their offenses. I'm not knocking their offense, but I just think that Casey's a better offense than the Bills. It's just, it's just their track record. They went to the Super Bowl. I get their defense sucks. I get their defense stinks. But overall, I still think that Casey's the better team.
I
I know
mean,
they don't.
if they don't turn the ball over, if they don't turn the ball over, they it's gonna be hard to stop them. It's gonna be hard to stop them. The last two games, they were down there, especially against the Chargers. They were down there, threatening in the red zone 3 times. They lost the ball 3 times. They fumbled it away 3 times in the red zone. And then Patrick Mahomes threw a late interception. He throws a late interception like he did in Baltimore. That's pretty much what cost us the game. But for us right now, the Bills are they're a complete team. But will they beat Kansas City in the playoffs? I can't say that.
So you
I
said all
can't
three
say it.
phases. Okay, well if you do it that way, then
But they is better defensively. They're better defensively. They're better defensively. The Bills are better defensively. So the boys right now, when I'm looking at the Bills, is a fact they
all
pretty
right. So
complete.
if you doing all three phases, then I'm still gonna go fiction. I can even put the Raiders in the mix because the Raiders offensively is not bad. You got Derek Carr, you got Waller, you got Jacobs back there. Peyton Barber showed up last week and scored over 111 yards and a touchdown with that in my Miami game. They got Byron Edwards. They got Ruggs. You got Renfro. Their defense is solid. Max Crosby and them guys over there. I'm gonna say the Raiders. Then the Raiders. They could be a complete team in the AFC. They get things together there. I know that sloppy win with Miami. I'm gonna go say the Raiders is the complete team in the AFC. So I'm gonna still go fiction and go to Raiders. You're saying facts. I'm going fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Fact or fiction? Is Ben Roethlisberger finished?
That's fact. I think he's finished. I think it's time for a quarterback change. To put Dwayne Haskins in there. See what he got. See can he give you another spark? Or if you have to go and trade for a quarterback. If you trade for a quarterback, yep. I say I think I'm gonna go with fact. I think he's done. He's not the 25-year-old Ben Roethlisberger anymore. He can't. He's a statue in the pocket. His arm is dead right now. He's become more of a dink and dunk quarterback for the time being. I think it's time for Big Ben to go. The Steelers need to move on from him at this point of time after this season. I just don't see I just don't see Ben Ben playing another season or getting this team anywhere anytime soon. So I'm gonna go fat. I think Ben Ben. It's time for I think it's time for that Steelers relationship to break up. I think they need to look somewhere else for a quarterback.
I'm definitely gonna go fact here. It's time for Ben to hang it up again. Ben has done wonders and great things for the Pittsburgh organization. 2 Super Bowls, countless Pro Bowls. It's time for Ben to go. Like I said, he's not mobile no more. He's not. To me, he don't look like he in shape
Yep.
like the Big Ben like he like used to be in. Um, I think after this year, I think that he will go. Now Pittsburgh gonna have to do something about their quarterbacks. Dwayne Haskins ain't it. We all know what happened to Dwayne Haskins in Washington. Good kid in Ohio State. He just came in the NFL and was done some dumb things. Dumb.
Yep. Dumb
Just
thing.
completely stupid to get him, you know, kicked out of the Washington organization, and they wanted to release him. And then he gets in a fight on his wedding day with his girlfriend, his wife. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it's crazy. So I mean, the kid from Ohio State, he was good in college, but then he came into the pros, didn't know how to handle it. So now he's a third string on a
You
Pittsburgh Steelers.
said you said why would the Steelers need to trade for a quarterback and they got Haskins? They might not be sold on Haskins, or they can get a quarterback in the draft and stuff like that. Yeah, they may not be sold on Haskins. Now I said you can give Haskins a chance to see what he got, see if he's the right quarterback for the future for them, but they may not be as sold on Haskins. You never know that. You never know that.
I can't. He said fact or fiction. 2K22 is trash. That's a fact. Oh, Damien, that's
Every
not
2K gonna find a way to be bad. Every
that's
2K gonna
not
find a way to be bad.
Haskins' fault. That was wrong. You wouldn't want him either if he's out there violating protocols for COVID and stuff. Like he was doing stupid things. So of course you gotta take the consequences. So he just didn't look good with Washington. Just imagine if New York. Just imagine if the Giants would have got Haskins over Daniel Jones. They'll be in the same boat. Then New York would have had no quarterback.
Yep.
But we all in the greens. Fact. It's time for Big Ben to go. Fact or fiction? Is the Dallas Cowboys defense really good?
Fiction. I still don't think they're very good. I just thought the Eagles stunk last night on the offensive side of the football. The Chargers should have won that game. The Chargers lost that game more than Dallas won that game. I'm gonna go fiction. I don't think their defense is really good. I just think not being balanced on offense last night for the Eagles, not giving Miles Sanders the ball to open up open up the passing game more often, and the receivers are not getting open. But no, I'm gonna go with fiction. I don't think their defense is still very good. I'm not sold on their defense. Not sold on their defense at all.
So for the last couple of weeks from what I've seen, I mean it could be a 50-50 like Damien said, but I'm gonna go fiction. I know Dan Quinn, he's a good good defensive minded coach, and that's his bread and butter. He wasn't really a head coach over there in Atlanta, but he did have a off-day defense in check. That was Kyle Shanahan who took him to the Super Bowl and lost it. But he's a good defensive coach, and I think he has turned Dallas defense around a little bit. Like you said, last night was just bad Eagles, and they just dominated. Like the Chargers definitely should have won that game the week before because the Chargers shot themselves in the foot. And then the Bucks, I mean, they almost did come back and win and beat the Bucks, but the Bucks still put up points on Dallas. So I'm not sold on Dallas defense just yet. So I'm gonna go fiction about Dallas' defense. So we're gonna go fact or fiction. Fact or fiction. Packers are the Rams' biggest NFC competition.
You said Packers are the Rams the biggest Rams for competition?
Yep, in NFC.
Fiction. I still think the Buccaneers. Uh, is the competition of the NFC with the Rams. I still think the Buccaneers strong. I'm not gonna say just because the Rams beat them head to head. They're not. They're not. I'm gonna still take the Buccaneers. That's just two good football teams, and the Rams are a good football team. The Packers did come off a big win against the 49ers. They did do that. Their defense is not good. Their defense gave up 28 points. I just think Tampa Bay is better. I think Tampa Bay is the better team than the Green Bay Packers. And right now, they're the NFC. They're the NFC East. They're the NFC champions. They're still the Super Bowl defending champions. So the road still goes through Tampa Bay. If you want to win the Super Bowl or go to the Super Bowl, you still got to beat Tampa Bay. Don't care if it's regular season. It doesn't matter in the regular season. It matters to some degree, but it doesn't matter. You got to beat Tampa Bay when it matters the most, and Tom Brady. And people have not done that. Have not, and ain't too many people you can say that that done that. And right now, the road still goes through Tampa Bay to win to get to the Super Bowl, and their biggest competition is the Rams right now. I'm not say Green Bay is their biggest competition. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are still the biggest competition, even though they lost a little bit of a close game to them. I'm still gonna say the Rams. I'm still gonna say the Bucks. My bad.
I'm also go fiction on that. I don't trust Green Bay's defense. I think the Rams could tear Green Bay apart because all
Yep.
Green Bay has is Devontae Adams, and they got the running game with Aaron Jones. I know Aaron Rodgers does make his other receivers better, but I'm gonna go with Green with you and say Tampa Bay. Um, can't count on Brady. I know they might have lost this time, but they definitely gonna see each other again. And when that time comes, I think Brady gonna get his number, and then he's gonna get a win that time. And in playoff time, if the Rams and Tampa meet again, I think Tampa will take it this time because Brady ain't gonna let you slide twice.
Yep.
But I'm gonna definitely say Tampa is the Rams' biggest competition. It's definitely not the Green Bay Packers. Again, you can't count on Aaron Rodgers, but
Yep.
I'm gonna say Tampa Bay is the biggest competition in the NFC for the Rams. Fact or fiction? The Seahawks will bounce back.
It's hard. What the hell is 1-2 right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. I think I'm gonna go fiction right here. Oh, you lost a tough one to Minnesota. Your division is tough. Arizona looks okay. San Francisco lost to a good football team. The Rams is up here to them. The Rams is up high to them, looking at them. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be tough for Seattle, and I'm gonna go with fiction. I know they're gonna get by at least 8 or 9 wins, but I don't think it will be enough to really make the playoffs. The way they looked against Minnesota, so I'm gonna go fiction.
Let's see what the remaining schedule is for Seattle. Like I said, Russell, he always bounces back, but the Seahawks they got the 49ers, they got the Rams, the next upcoming games. They got the Steelers. Definitely all winnable games here.
Yep.
They got the Saints. You got the Jags. I feel like they'll bounce back. They'll definitely bounce back. I know their defense ain't that great, especially with the pass and the run, because you can run on Seattle's defense. But
Yep.
I can't count on Russell. Russell always finds a way and digs in deep to get you a win. Especially if Tyler Lockett stays healthy. I know he went out in that game with a knee injury. I think he's okay. I don't think he's going to be out. DJ Metcalf got involved last week. He had over 100 yards receiving. If you get them two together and get Chris Carson to still run, I'm not going to bet on Russell. I'm not going to bet against Russell. I'm going to take Russell every time. So I'm going to say it's a fact. The Seattle Seahawks will bounce back for this 1-2 record. Again, that division that they're in is tough.
Yep.
So that could be anybody's division right now, because right now there are 2 teams who are undefeated in that division.
Yep.
And so the NFC West is a crazy competitive, tough. I think it's one of the toughest divisions in the league.
Yep.
But it's tough. 5 to 6 wins.
I don't think they're gonna get 5 to 6 wins. I think they're gonna be around the 8 or 9 area. I think they're gonna be around the 8 and 9 area.
Here we go. Let's talk about this dang on Broncos. Broncos are the best team in the AFC West. That's a fact.
That's fiction. That's fucking fiction. Get on with that. I want to hear that. They beat a combined 0-9, 2-0-9 teams. Now they're gonna have a test coming up Sunday against the Ravens, which is I'm going to pick the Ravens to beat them. I'm going to pick the Ravens to beat them. They got a tough test against Baltimore. But are you serious? It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing that need to be. No, it's nothing that need to be said. They play a combined 0-9 teams. And Damien, you talking about said
Damien, get
you
out of
said
here. Talk
facts?
about some
Facts
facts.
what? You said facts what? What you mean facts? You ain't say I know you ain't say they the best team in the AFC. So what the hell are you looking at? Just because they beat three 0-9 teams, a combined record of 0-9. 0-9. They beat a
They
combined
finally
record of
got a
0-9.
QB.
0-9. And you saying facts. They the best team. If you playing a record of 0-9, 0-9, you supposed to have the best defense in the world. Against a sorry Jets team that after you think when you go to Cleveland, quarterbacks die in Cleveland. Now look what happened to the Jets. Look what Sam Darnold's doing right now. Zach Wilson looks bad. I mean, the Giants have no clue, and the Jaguars. Come on now, a combined record of 0-9, and you sold on the Denver Broncos. Now, if they beat Baltimore, now you can be on a different conversation. But they haven't beaten anybody good. Now, like I say again, you can't control who they put on your schedule, and they took advantage. But again, I'm saying fiction all the way through. I just got to see them play competition, man.
I know they have Kyle Fuller, and that defense is okay, but no, they lost Bradley Chubb. They lost Bradley Chubb. KJ Hamler's out. Yes, I know they got Teddy Bridgewater because Drew Lock didn't work for them. They rejuvenated Melvin Gordon. They beat the Giants, the Jags, and the Jets. Come on now. They ain't nobody. That ain't nobody to be all happy over that you beat them.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely fiction. Because as it gets tougher for them, they were going to see. They got to go up against Baltimore. They got to go against their own division and the Raiders and the Chargers and the Chiefs. Really, get out of here. That's fiction. They're going to crumble. Will they get more than 3 wins? I think they will, but they're not the best team in the AFC West. Get out of here. I actually had them in the basement. When we was doing predictions of the divisions, if I'm not mistaken, I think I had them last in the division.
Mm-hmm.
Denver. So no, that's definitely faction. It's definitely fiction, because they didn't play nobody yet. So,
yep.
fact or fiction? Justin Tucker is the best kicker in the NFL.
That's fact. That's fact. 6 yard field goal, almost 4 yards away from 70. Yeah, that's fit. That's fact. Ain't no doubt about that. Every time, all you gotta do is get the ball to basically midfield, and you ain't right there in this range. So yeah, I'm gonna go fact. I think he's the best kicker in the NFL, hands down.
I mean, it could be debatable, but yeah, right now,
It's Justin Tucker right now, yo.
Justin Tucker right now. I know we got some other kickers that's really good, like the Kansas City Chiefs kicker Harrison Buckner.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really miss like that. But somebody that's clutch and you want them to win the game, definitely gonna go with Justin Tucker. He's been clutch. He got that clutch, even though he missed the field goal in the beginning of the game, but he made up for it with that 66-yarder that almost didn't go in. It hit the bottom of the crossbar and it rolled in. But Detroit fans are yelling that play shouldn't have went off. Delayed game on Lamar Jackson, but hey, refs didn't call it. But Justin Tucker, when you need he's almost like an Adam Vinatieri. How Vinatieri was with the Colts, and definitely y'all know him from the Patriots. Super Bowls was won off of Vinatieri's leg. Vinatieri was a GOAT. Right now, you got to say Justin Tucker is up there with Adam Vinatieri. So I think that's a fact. Fiction, he misses sometimes. He also double doinks too. Damien, get out of here! No, that ain't Cody Parkey with the double doink. Come on, Damien. Out of here with that mess. All right, so we got fact or fiction. The Titans are going to win the South, AFC South.
That's fact. That's fact. I even before even if the Colts were healthy, I still think the Titans are the better team, and Really, that division comes down to the Titans and the Colts, but the Titans are a clear cut favorite, and they're gonna win the AFC South. The Colts not off to a good start. That doesn't mean they're a bad football team. They just a quarterback away basically from being up there at the Titans level. But I think the Titans are too strong, and my Texans are not getting any better anytime soon. So I'm gonna go with Tennessee. I think that's a fact. They're gonna win the AFC South. They're the better team.
He double doinked in the. We're not talking about the playoffs. Playoffs. That's when your Bears is in the playoffs last with Mitch Trubisky when they played the Eagles and Cody Parkey not once but twice with the doink off the crossbar and it did not go in. So y'all got a semi okay kicker now, but we're gonna be off the Bears topic for Goolie comes in here and starts lighting people up. I don't need Goolie going to the hospital. I don't need Goolie going to the hospital. But that was your fact and your fictions. So we already went over the best team right now. We did say the Rams. Denver, the Panthers, the Raiders hasn't been 3-0 since in 19 years. This is their first time being 3-0. The Rams and Arizona are all 3-0. Did I miss anybody? There's 5 teams, right?
Yep.
Surprisingly, Carolina's 3-0. I didn't see that coming. This proves that it wasn't Sam Darnold. It was the Jets.
Yeah, it was just the Jets for right now. It proves it's the Jets. Clearly the Jets.
Arizona, I thought Arizona was going to lose to the Jags. Like they're so like you just don't know where Arizona. Kyler Murray's good. You know he got weapons over there. Christian Kirk. Of course, you got D Hop. You know J.J. Watts on the defensive side. Chandler Jones. You know, they're good. They're a good, solid team. Just sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get with Arizona.
Yep. You don't know when they're gonna show up.
Just don't know if they're gonna lose or they're not gonna lose. But you know, Arizona's not surprising that they are 3-0. It's definitely Detroit, Denver, and the Panthers right now that is surprising me with the 3-0. But Denver, I can see that they ain't playing nobody, so that's why they 3-0.
Yeah.
But out of those 4, who do you think can still keep an undefeated record?
Name the 4 teams.
It's Denver, Panthers, Raiders, Rams, Arizona.
The Rams. I'm gonna go with the Rams. Obvious. That's the strongest team right now. I'm gonna go with the Rams. I mean, they all got a tough. I mean, the Rams and Raiders play. They play in a pretty competitive division. But right now, I'm gonna have to take the Rams. I think they have the best chance of staying undefeated longer. I'm not sold on the Denver Broncos. Combined 0-9. The Panthers, they got to see the Saints and the Buccaneers, which they haven't saw yet. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Rams.
Yeah, definitely. I see the Rams moving forward. I think they could be 4-0, still be they undefeated streak. The Raiders is going to be a test. We'll talk about that game. Should be the matchup of the week for me.
Yep.
Rams and Bucks NFC Championship. I can see that.
They can very much happen.
I can definitely see that. We're the only team in NFL history to beat 3 teams back to back that went to the playoffs and had 10 wins last year. Raider Nation. All right. So Richard Sherman visited the Bucks today. They gave Richard Sherman a call. And do you think Richard Sherman would fit that secondary with the Bucks?
Well, he's a leader. He's going to be a good locker room veteran for some of the young guys for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, golly, he getting himself in a position to win another championship. I can see it happening. I can see it being a good fit or a good mentor. They'll be put on the field. And like I say, Richard Sherman is a man cornerback. He struggles against smaller receivers like quickness and stuff. But as far as a veteran leadership, bringing a winning culture in the locker room, I think he can kind of come in there and help a little bit.
What's going on, Iverson Vlogs? What's going on? Definitely. as a vet from a veteran standpoint, it would be good for Richard Sherman, especially everything he was going through the last couple of months, mental health thing. Hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
he got his stuff together there because mental health is something serious, especially when you're playing in the NFL. So hopefully everything is good there. I wouldn't see an issue with him going to Tampa Bay, like you said, help out the young guys,
Yep.
especially Whitfield back there. Everything else, Sherman would fit if Brady wants him there. Brady don't play on the defense. Brady don't play on the defense. But I think it'll be a good kick for Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense is already good. Secondary is okay, but adding like you said, a veteran, a mentor,
Yep.
good locker room guy. Why not? He'll get everybody fired up.
Mm-hmm.
So he should have had 2 Super Bowl rings, but
Yep.
we all know what
Yep.
happened.
Yeah, we already know.
Passed it on the 1 yard line instead of giving it to Marshawn. Into that, like his face is like still memes to this day. Like how? Like how did this happen? When what's the name? Because Jamal was either Curse or Lockett that did that hell of a catch.
That was cursed. That was cursed.
For them to be in that position and then you don't give the ball to Beast Mode.
Yeah. That was crazy.
That was ridiculous. I think that Super Bowl will go down in history as a why Pete Carroll why. Russell could have had 2 Super Bowl rings by now. So out of the Jets, the Giants, or Detroit, who gets their first win?
Who is they playing? Who are they playing?
Detroit's playing the Lions. Detroit is the Lions. Detroit is playing Chicago.
Okay.
The Giants are playing the Saints, and the
They
Jets
won't get
are playing the Titans.
I'm gonna go with the Lions. I'm going with the Lions. It's easy. That's an easy answer. I think the Lions have a better chance. The Bears can't block anybody. They don't got a great secondary. Yeah, I'm gonna take Detroit. I think Detroit got a better chance to win this week than the Jag than those guys. Than both of those guys. I think they got a better chance to win. They got the easier game out of the Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. You said right? They got the easier game. They got the easier game.
So no, it's the Jets and the Titans, it's the Saints and the Giants.
Yeah,
and then,
they got the easier game. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Lions have a chance against Chicago. Even though I'm not gonna pick them to beat them, I'm not gonna pick them to beat Chicago. But they got the easier shot.
So do you think the Jets need to be cut a break, or should everybody be complaining about them?
Oh shit! Oh, when you get goose egg 26-0, and you score, and then you at home you get embarrassed by Tom Brady them, and then you should be talked about. You should be talked about being a lavish style. Hell yeah. You don't get no publicity for losing like that. Hell yeah. You definitely would.
It just seems like they can't. The Jets can't get it right with quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You got Zach Wilson coming in throwing picks. Matter of fact, let's go see what Zach his numbers is right now. I'm sure
whatever that is, it ain't good. You might not want to check me. It ain't good.
68. No, I'm sorry. 58 for 105. 58 to 105. 628 yards. He has 2 TDs and 7 picks right now.
Yep. Well, it's not looking too good right now. Yep.
I don't know what the Jets need to do. They on the off season. They brought in Robert Saleh. They were supposed to get all these draft picks and all these people. What happened to them? Like, where's this team that was supposed to be better than last year? Like, I'm not seeing it.
I'm not seeing it either.
The Jets need a new ownership. I don't think y'all got room. You don't got room to talk, Damian. What's going on,
Gino?
you?
What's going on, Gino? What's up, my boy?
Damian, I don't think you got no room to talk. We all know Chicago needs a new ownership.
Yeah, we already know they may need a new coach sooner or later.
We might see Nagy get booted later on in the season. I think if the Lions do fall, they definitely will. NBA news: Chicago Sky takes Game 1 of the final. Okay, Candace Parker
winning trying to get another title. She's a beast, man. She's a dog.
Yo, I love Candace Parker. I
love Candace Parker.
I was so devastated when she lost. When she left the Sparks. I'm like, oh! Sparks is my team in the WNBA. But Trevor Lawrence, actually, he ain't. I mean, he a little bit better, but he ain't.
He ain't too good either.
He's 64 for 108, 669 in yards, 5 touchdowns, 7 picks
Yeah,
for.
he not too much better. He just got 3 more touchdowns. That's it.
So, I mean, they both we dumpster fires. We all know the Jets and the Jags definitely going to be rebuilding. I think as of right now, I forget. They said there's the Jets, the number one pick. Well, they both is the top three. It's the Giants, the Jags, and the Jets will be like the top three in the draft order.
Hmm.
I just know the Jets don't need to draft no more quarterbacks.
They don't. They don't.
Get a running back, get your receiver, somebody on the defensive side. Maybe you can pick up a veteran quarterback or somebody off a free agent that want to go there, but something got to give with that squad. He ain't leaving. Trust me, he ain't going anywhere. Not while Ted Phillips is there. So you talk. Okay, so it's back to the Bears situation. We all know Nagy's not the best play caller. He
Hmm.
shouldn't be calling no plays. With that horrible behind line, is no way that you let your rookie get sacked 9 times. People can say, "Oh, it was Justin Fields' fault for holding on to the ball too long," but the defense and the offensive line didn't really give him no time to throw away the ball.
Yep.
He only had 60 yards last Sunday. I think 68 yards of throwing. He didn't have no time. Soon as he hiked the ball, defense is in his face. So, is the Bears setting Justin Fields up for failure? Or are they setting him up?
Right now, you can say they is. Right now, you can say they is. No offensive line. Unfortunate, the man had to hurt his goddamn wrist because the offensive line ain't blocking nobody, and they getting everywhere. Every time he get ready to throw the ball, someone in his face. The secondary is an abomination. I believe the defensive line is still pretty good, but that secondary is not good. When the defensive line is not getting home, your secondary will get exposed. That's just how it is. I believe they set him up for failure right now. They are. Does it mean in a foreseeable future? I don't know. But right now, he's set up to fail right now. And I say no offensive line, no running game is being utilized. David Montgomery has been unutilized, just like Miles Sanders have been. And he's Matt Nagy. The end is coming to an end for him after this year. It's coming to an end. So I believe he's getting set up to fail behind a poor offensive line, no running game. You're gonna lose Allen Robinson after this year. You're definitely gonna lose him. The secondary is not good. So yeah, I believe it's time for it. Somebody's got to get fired. It's gonna have to be a statement made, and the end is near, and it's time to break this team apart. And Justin Fields has nothing right now. So yeah, I believe he's set up right now to fail.
It's just like Chicago can't get no good quality draft picks. They had the 11th round pick this year, and they went out and got a Justin Fields. So they haven't
Hmm.
had. They moved back. Matter of fact, they moved back into the first round because it seemed like they haven't had a pick in the first round in a couple of drafts. So I feel like they got to get some talent in there again on the offensive line side, so you can protect
Hmm.
your future. Bring in some receivers, fix your secondary because you about to lose Allen Robinson. That's going to be another blow for the team. The only person who's really going to be on there that's good is Khalil Mack.
Yep.
God knows we don't know how long he's going to stay there. He should have been fired since 2019. But in the news, Andy Reid, he does come back from the hospital. So he had his little brief stay at the hospital. Didn't even know after the Kansas City game that he was feeling ill. None of the players knew. He did get taken away to the hospital, but he is back and he is going to be okay. So
Hmm.
good news for that. And Marlon Mack seeks a trade from the Colts, and the Colts are going to grant that. Who
Mm-mm.
needs a running back and where you think he goes. Then in 2019, Marlon Mack did rush for over 1,091 yards, and he did have 8 touchdowns. Marlon Mack is a good running
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Who you think needs a running back, and who would pick him up?
Ooh, it's kind of tough a little bit. Uh, I hate answering questions like these because you never know. The Ravens can use a running back, but you got Latavius Murray, you got Latavius Murray, you got Devontae Freeman there. It's a lot of ways you can go. New York Jets, yeah, New York Jets, they need everything right about now. They need everything right about now. They need a running game. They need everything right about now. If you want to say, I mean, it's tough to choose. The Bears can use a running back, but their offensive line, besides David Montgomery, I don't know who's their running back, who's in their running back room besides
Isn't
him.
Tyreek Cohen still there?
I think they can use a running back. Jacksonville, they can kind of use a running back a little bit more. They can kind of use another running back. So hey, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a couple options, yeah, it's a couple options that they can use a running back. So of course, but to the Jets, I mean, hey, who want to be a part of that culture? Nobody. But you can say the Bears. You can say the Bears need one. You can say they need one as well. Giants,
Right.
I don't know. You got Devontae Booker over there. I don't know if you sold on Devontae Booker too much. But Marlon Mack is going to go somewhere where he can start, when he can probably start. I'll probably have to be a backup or a complementary piece. So there's a lot of options out there.
Tyree. Oh, he's on a pub list. Okay, yeah, the Bears definitely would need a
Yeah.
secondary. Um, another running back. You could say the Jags, but I think Marlon Mack will want to go somewhere where he, wants to compete and wants to try to win. Maybe
Yep.
Seattle,
Yep. If you're not sold on Chris Carson or
Minnesota.
anything,
Don't know
Minnesota.
where Dalvin Cook.
Yep.
You can go to the Saints, be a tag team with Kamara.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Marlon Mack can go anywhere. Whoever will use him. Oh, you good, Damien. Anyone who you'll use him. Definitely, he's going to be a good piece. I think we did go over this though. Is Kansas City? You think Kansas City in trouble?
No, I think they're gonna be fine. I think they'll be fine. I think they're gonna be fine. They lost 2 close games, and the losses comes off of errors and for mental mistakes. I think they're gonna find a way to get those mental errors cleaned up, those turnovers, that fumbling. I mean, they lost. They turned the ball over 3 times in the first half. Was it? Am I right? Against the Chargers when they
Mm-hmm.
went down, when they was going down driving, when they was driving, they were by at the 20 or 30 yard line. They turned the ball over 3 straight times. Back to 3 straight possessions. Then they lost the game against Baltimore with that horrific interception by Patrick Mahomes, and then the turnover, the fumble by Edward Zeller. I think they'll be fine. They'll be good.
Definitely. Is
You
it
just hope
time
it
to
won't be this week. Hoping they won't be good this week.
is it time to panic in Pittsburgh?
Yes, I think it is. I think like I say, Ben needs to go. James Washington, I don't know what he doing. Juju Smith Schuster's not a number 1 receiver. He's a complimentary piece. He's a number 2 receiver. He's a number 2 receiver. Their secondary is suspect. Najee Harris is not utilized right. He's not utilized right. And yeah, I think it's time you can. I think it's time to hit the panic button on Pittsburgh. I don't see them doing anything this year, and I just see them after this year. It's time for Big Ben just to hang it up.
It's time. It definitely is, but I don't know Pittsburgh. Like you can't be like last year they started off hot with that it was 10-0,
And then cooled
11 and
off.
0, and
Yep.
I was like somebody gonna beat them, and they got beat, and then they lost 4 straight. And in the first round, knockout in the playoffs.
Yep.
So they haven't been back since. That's when they shouldn't have got rid of Villanueva. That was
Mhm.
one of your best offensive linemen you had, but you got rid of him. But that is your hot topics and takes of the day. let's get into week 4 of the NFL. Week 4. It's week 4. Or it's crazy how it's week 4 already. It is week 4 already.
Yeah.
Like I remember when we was all like, "Oh my god, football's back! Football's back!" Week 1. It's
Yeah.
week 4 already. I can't believe it. So Thursday night game. Jesus Christ! It's the Jags and the Bengals.
Mhm.
I think we are gonna go Bengals here.
I'm going Bengals. I got to put my picks in, but I'm definitely going Bengals. I think the Bengals are going to win this game. I think the Jaguars are the. I just think the Jacksonville Jaguars are probably one of the probably the second worst team in the NFL. I'm going to take the Bengals, no doubt, right here to win this game. I'm taking the Bengals. I'm not taking Jacksonville going in Cincinnati at all. I'm
Jamar
going to take the Bengals.
Jamar Chase has been hot. Um, he got 4 touchdowns already. He had 2 last week. Joe Burrow, he's coming along. The one thing about Cincinnati, they compete. Definitely, they
Yep.
compete. They beat Pittsburgh. They almost who did they almost beat? The week 2. They almost was competitive there. They almost beat the Bears.
Yep.
Week 2. So definitely Cincinnati does compete, but I'm going to take Cincinnati in this game to beat the Jags in this Thursday night game, and if Bengals can improve to 3-1, we haven't heard that in a while.
Yep.
So we got Washington against the Atlanta Falcons. Who you got?
I'm going with the Washington football team. Is it in Atlanta, right?
Yep, it's in Atlanta.
I'm going to go with the Washington football team. I think they'll bounce back. Their secondary not that great. They need to get pressure on Matthew Stafford. They need to establish their running game a little bit more. Taylor Heineke needs to bounce back. I'm going to go with the Washington football team on the road in Atlanta.
I told y'all I wasn't picking Atlanta. No, I mean, well, no, it was Giants. I wasn't picking no more. So I'm gonna go with Washington. Washington's gonna go in Atlanta. That defense, they're gonna put pressure on Matt Ryan.
Yep.
Um, we'll see what they can do there, and they can't get Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry, I still got to talk about it. How you gonna put a Chick-fil-A in the Atlanta Stadium and they're not open on Sunday? That's when, and it's funny because that's when you really be wanting Chick-fil-A. You're like, yeah, let's go to Chick-fil-A. Oh crap, I can't. It's Sunday. So boo you, Atlanta, for putting Chick-fil-A in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and you they're not open. So why would you put Chick-fil-A in there? It's mind-boggling to me. When are they open? When are they open? College season, maybe we have college games there Saturdays. When are they open? But I'm going to Washington, the Texans and
Yep.
the Bills.
I'm going to take the Bills. The Bills are a better team, no doubt the better team. No way in hell we going to Buffalo and beating them. It'll be a miracle if we do that. But I'll say the Bills are too strong right now, man. They're ever since they lost to that loss to Pittsburgh kind of woke them up a little bit. I'm gonna go with the Bills at home.
I'm definitely going to take the Bills as well. I don't see them getting past. Don't see them getting past the Bills in that defense again. Josh Allen in that defense. Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley's stepping up in that running game with Zach Moss and Devin Singletary. So I think the Bills will definitely win this game. Definitely win this game. Then it's come down to the Lions and the Bears. Who are you picking in this game?
The Bears at home.
The Bears are at home.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chicago Bears. Even though they got a putrid offensive line, you should not lose to the Buffalo to the Lions at home. If you lose to the Lions at home, your season is done. Just give up your season, cancel your season. I'm going to go with the Bears at home.
Wait, laptop's about to die. Hold up.
I think. Yeah, I think. Y'all, I'm gonna go with the. Think Miss Key laptop had died on her. Again, man, shout out to everybody. From being a part of the Spotlight Sports Network. I, like I said, interesting week 4. Uh, I haven't taken the time to look at all the games to see who everybody played. But like I said again, man, I like I say, the the Denver Broncos, I gotta just see them play somebody fucking good, man. My bad, I was just holding it down before you
No,
get
no problem. I hate my laptop. Don't give me no warning. Give me a warning and then click.
here.
Give me a time. Give me a second or two to plug it up before you completely shut it down on me. But no, I'm gonna actually take the Lions. I'm gonna take the Lions.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna take the
For
Lions
upset,
again.
pop
The
that would be
Lions
upset.
is competitive.
Yep.
Um, they've been. I know they lost. They 0-3. They've been competing each and every week. I'm gonna take the Lions here. Matt Goff don't need Matt Goff. Jared Goff don't look bad. With Detroit, they got a good running game. Their defense is a little suspect, but I mean, it should be a good game. It should be, but I'm going to take the Lions here.
Yeah.
Definitely going to
Definitely.
take the Lions. The Panthers and the Cowboys. We got
Ooh, Cowboys at home.
Cowboys are at home.
I'm gonna go with Cowboys right now. They're hot. They look very strong. That offense is on another level, and like I say, man, that defense. I want to see some improvement by that goddamn defense. But the offense looks strong. As long as they keep staying balanced, they run the football. Uh, to keep the Panthers defense honest, and to keep this defensive line off balance, opens up the play action in the screen game. Dalton Schultz is pretty good. We saw that for ourselves last night. Uh, and the offensive line continue to block the way they do. I think, I think they're gonna come away with this win at Jerry World at home. I'm gonna take the Dallas Cowboys to beat the Carolina Panthers to put that 1L on their record.
I'm also going to take the Cowboys here. Even though Carolina does have a pretty good front seven,
Mm-hmm.
but the way that Dak was rolling last night in that offense, especially because he couldn't really utilize his receivers except for CeeDee Lamb. Cooper didn't really produce anything, but his tight end Schultz and Jarwin, he got them involved. Tony Pollard and Zeke was just running down our throats. Um, will it be a tougher matchup with Carolina? It could be, but
Could
I'm
be. Yep.
still going to take Dallas here
Yep.
to beat the Carolina Panthers. It should be definitely be an interesting game, definitely. But I'm going to take Dallas here in this game. We got the Colts in Miami. Who are you taking?
Ooh, it's a tough one. I'm gonna take who's that? Which one is the home team?
I believe Miami is.
I'm gonna until the Colts figure it out. I'm gonna give Miami a win. I'm gonna give it to Miami. I think Jacoby Brissett played a great game against the played a great game against the Raiders. Man, he was not bad, and he used to play for the Colts too as well. So this kind of like a revenge game right here for Jacoby Brissett. I'm gonna take the Miami Dolphins to win this game.
Make sure of us think that maybe the Colts should have kept Brissett. Brissett is
Yep.
very underrated
Yo,
in my
he's not a
eyes.
bad. Yo, he's
He's
not a
not a
bad
bad
quarterback.
QB.
Bad
He's
quarterback at all.
mobile when you need
Yep.
him to use his feet. He can throw downfield. Like I like Brissett. So it's like when they was talking about backups here, I wanted Brissett here with us, but didn't work
Mm-hmm.
out that way. But I'm gonna take Miami as well in this game. I don't know if Carson was going to play. He played last week. Definitely gonna get Jalen Waddle involved. His favorite target last week was Mike Gesicki.
Mm-hmm.
Get the tight end involved. Maybe Gaskins to get involved. I know it's kind of hard to run on the Colts. They do have a good defense, but I'm gonna still go Miami here. I
Yeah.
think Brissett leads them to a win in this game against the Colts. Then we got the Browns and the Vikings.
Oh, the Vikings always win these type of goddamn football games. Figure it out, man. It's a tough call
And
right
they
here.
and they in Minnesota. And Kirk Cousins is not off to a bad start. He's not off to a bad start. He's actually been doing pretty good. But
it's pretty tough, man. See, oh, I'm going to gamble on the Vikings to beat the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to gamble on the Vikings because they always seem like to win a game like this. When you don't expect them to win, they win game. They win a game like this, and this is the type of game that they can show up, especially a home game. I'm going to take Minnesota and Dalvin Cook in that running game. Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. I just don't believe. Like I believe the Cleveland Browns just played a bad football team last week in the Chicago Bears. I'm gonna take Minnesota to win this game.
I don't know. I'm gonna take Cleveland. Um, I think you still pressure Kirk Cousins. He can't really do much. Myles
Mm-hmm.
Garrett set the single season in sacks last week, 4.5. I think he can get to Kirk Cousins. I know they got Justin Jefferson and Thielen and Cook. We don't know if Cook's playing, but Matheson stepped in and he got over 100 yards. I like their backup in Minnesota when Cook is out. But then on the deep offensive side of the ball, you had OBJ. I know there's no Landry, but you had that 1-2 tag them of Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. I'm gonna go with Cleveland here. I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
Yep, that's not a bad choice.
I'm not picking Minnesota, never no more.
Yep.
So Cleveland is my pick.
Okay.
We got the Giants and the Saints.
I'm
Not
going with
picking
Saints.
Giants no more.
Saints, you can pass.
Giants had one job last week. One job.
Yep.
And y'all messed up in front of Eli Manning ceremony.
In front of a Hall of Famer, in front of a Hall of Fame ceremony, y'all messed up over. Y'all messed Eli Manning over and get embarrassed on Eli Manning Day. Yeah, I'm not picking the Giants no more this year.
Definitely got the Saints. Jameis should throw all over the Saints. I mean, all over the Giants. Daniel Jones.
And then they're at home. They got
injuries.
They got a good defensive line that can get pressure on the quarterback and got a great secondary. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Saints at home. In the Superdome, I'm gonna take the Saints at home.
There goes another no-brainer: the Jets and the Titans.
Pass.
But y'all gonna take the Titans here because I feel bad. Whoever got to defend Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see some more memes and some more videos of him trucking people. Let's get it. The Eagles versus KC. We got the Eagles coming off a horrible loss to Dallas. KC's coming off a loss, 2 wins and 2 losses to the Chargers. Who you got in this game?
Until the Eagles figure out they goddamn secondary issues and not get confused like they always do, like they been doing, I'm gonna take Kansas City. They're a pissed off team. Offense is not even the problem. They can move the football, but the problem is they're fumbling the football. They're making mistakes. Now, if they don't make those mistakes consistently, and I think they're gonna clean them up, we in for a long day. I'm telling you, we're gonna be in for a long day with them moving the football up the field. The way our offensive line went last night, the penalties, we're not getting Miles Sanders involved in the game. We're one-dimensional. We're too one-dimensional. And yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't see us beating the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs were gonna get this win. I can't pick. Even though you want to have faith in this team, and you want to think we can go into every game and have a chance. I just don't see it happening against Kansas City. I don't care if we at home or not. Kansas City can score, put up points on the board, and if they don't beat themselves, it's gonna be hard to beat them. Period. So I gotta go with Kansas City. I'm going with Kansas City.
Yeah, as much as I love the Eagles, but I can't pick them here. Definitely gonna go with Kansas City. They got the high power offense. I know their defense is so suspect. I feel like if we could do what the Chargers did, show some pressure, make Mahomes uncomfortable, because then he'll start throwing sidearm plays and then interceptions. If we can get pressure on Hilaire, you can see he's fumbleitis.
Yep.
Some positive things could go our way, but the Eagles just have to take advantage of it.
Yep.
But great. If they win, that'll be great. But as far as me picking them, I'm not picking them here. Yep. I can't pick them here.
I can't do it either.
We both got the Chiefs. How about this? Should be an interesting, good game. It's going to be the Rams and the Cardinals. Somebody's got to go under. Somebody
gotta go. and I believe it will be the Cardinals. I'm gonna stay with the hot team. I'm gonna stay rolling with the Los Angeles Rams. They're the complete team in the NFC conference right now, as we speak today. Great defense, great secondary, great defensive line. The quarterback Matthew Stafford is good. Is a great quarterback. Cooper Cup. Whoever got him in fantasy, you got points. You
Every
got
week.
point every week. Every week he's a dog. Deshaun Jackson had a great weekend last week, and I'm gonna take the Rams, man. I'm gonna take the Rams to give the Cardinals their first O.
There's so many things I can say about this Rams team. It's just like, Matthew. Again, I can't say nothing. I can't say enough about Matthew Stafford.
Yep.
Everybody's like, "Oh, Stafford sucks." No, Stafford never sucked. He just was
Nope.
in a bad
A
team. He was just in a
situation.
bad team. He didn't have nobody to throw to but Megatron. He didn't have a really good running back. They went through so many running backs in Detroit, whether it was whether it was uh what's his name? He went to UFC. Reggie Bush. They had Adrian Peterson. Like, they went through some quarterbacks there, and I mean, he got a complete team. He got receivers to throw to, Cooper Cup. He got Robert Woods. He got D-Jack. He got Van Johnson. He got Higbee. He got a good running back in the defense. So yeah, I'm gonna say the Rams is gonna beat the Cardinals in this game.
Yeah.
They can get pressure on Kyler Murray. It's going to be a done deal. Do you see Cooper Cup as a top 5 receiver now?
You can start to
Like,
look at him that way,
is
but
it time to give him his credit?
you can start to look at him that way, but I don't think he is. I think he can be top 10. He's definitely top 10, but top 5, I can't say it right now, but he's gonna work his way up there. That man is a legit player, man. That man can get open. He gets separation. He can run routes, the catch. That man is a
Because
very
he
good
broke
player.
somebody ankles with Tampa Bay. I don't know who it was, but he ran his route. He stopped and turned real quick, and Tampa Bay person went one way, and Stafford put it right on the money. So, but I'm gonna go with the Rams to beat the Cardinals. Now it's another NFC West matchup with the Seahawks and the 49ers. Who you got?
Who at home? The Seahawks.
49ers.
I would take the Seahawks right here, but I'm gonna take the 49ers to beat the Seattle Seahawks. Their defense is very good. Jimmy Garoppolo had an okay game. He wasn't the reason why they lost. I'm gonna take the 49ers to bounce back. But if the Seahawks win, hey, the Seahawks win. Seahawks can win this game definitely because they play each other. They know each other.
Really a tie,
Yeah,
Damien?
I'm gonna go with the San Francisco 49ers.
Ah, man. Who did I pick here? I picked the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks bounce back in this game. They lost 2 in a row. I think the Seahawks will win. Um, to get again Russell Wilson, he always finds a way to win. I know San Fran has a good defense. It's going to be hard to sack. It's going to be hard to catch and stop Russell Wilson. I'm gonna go with Seattle here in this game here. Then we got the 3-0 Denver Broncos against the Baltimore Ravens. Who you picking?
I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Ravens. This is the Broncos' first test of the year. They haven't played nobody, so I'm gonna pick the Baltimore Ravens. They struggled against the Detroit Lions, and they can very much struggle against a better Denver team. They got a better defense. The and a game manager in Denver, quarterback Teddy Bridgewater, has he always been always put you in a position to win. He doesn't turn the ball over too much. Melvin Gordon has been good. But like I said, I think I'm going to go with Baltimore. I think they're a little bit better, man. Lamar Jackson, it's hard to contain him, to keep him shut down, stop him from running. I'm going to go with Baltimore to win this game.
Yeah, I'm picking Baltimore as well. I'm not sold on the Broncos because, like you said, they didn't play nobody. So I'm not
Yup.
sold on them yet. Till they play, if they win this game, prove me wrong, then we'll see. Okay, maybe Denver's legit. But as of right now, I'm not trusting Denver at all.
Yep.
So we got the Packers in Pittsburgh. Who you got?
Green Bay. I'm gonna go with Green Bay. I think Green Bay. Like I say again, Aaron Rodgers is back. The combination of Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, they're back. They're back in full force. Devontae Adams had 12 catches the other night, and Valdez Scanley was very good. Aaron Rodgers looks like, hey, says again, relax, y'all. I'm fine. Even though I might not want to be here as much, but I can still get the goddamn job done. And that's what he said. That's what he basically showed everybody. I think Aaron Rodgers them gonna pull this off against a Pittsburgh team. They pretty much Tyler Boyd came out and said Pittsburgh just quit. Pittsburgh quit. He came out in an article and said they quit. They stopped playing football. And that's not a good look. When another person sees a team quitting, that doesn't look good. Again, Big Ben is done. The Packers are gonna bring pressure. Big Ben is a statue. Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't believe he's a pretty good receiver. I think he's an average receiver. What has he done since Antonio Brown left? What has he done?
Nothing.
Nothing. So you can't depend on him to be your number one receiver. Chase Claypool is the number one receiver over there. You can say that because he's the most productive. I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers to win this game.
And it's in Lambeau too. No, I'm definitely taking Green Bay here in this game. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Steelers. Their offense, like I said, Najee Harris, good running back. It's just they don't got no offensive line really. They don't have an offensive line either. So I'm definitely going to take the faster Green Bay Packers to definitely rattle the Steelers' feathers. This is the game of the night right here. Sunday night game. Tom Brady and the Bucks goes back to Foxborough. If this not a statement game for Tom Brady, I don't know what is. If he beats the Patriots, he will have officially beat every team in the NFL. Who you got in this game?
I'm gonna go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to bounce back against the New England Patriots at Gillette Stadium, at home. At Gillette Stadium at Tom Brady's old house. I'm gonna take them to bounce back and win this football game. They're gonna get pressure on Daniel Jones, on Matt Jones. You seen what happened? Matt Jones was under pressure the whole week, the whole game last week. So if you send pressure at Matt Jones, it's a chance he may fold up under it. He may fold up under it. So Tabo's gonna send he may send pressure, and this Buccaneers team too good. So it is a homecoming for Gronkowski and Tom Brady. So I see them going in there in Gillette Stadium and getting a win. I got Gillette. I got definitely got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they'll
Yeah,
bounce back.
I got Tampa winning too. There's no way Brady's gonna go into Gillette Stadium knowing this is a revenge game for him. Um, he's been there 20 seasons. For him to leave to go back and play where his career got started, definitely he's gonna win this game. He wants to win this game. So I'm gonna say Tampa, but this is definitely going to be an exciting
Yep.
Sunday night game. I definitely can't wait to watch that. And the game I'm waiting to see Monday night, the AFC West matchup, the 1 and 2 in that division, the Raiders against the Chargers. Who you got in this game?
Oh my God, it's tough. I think these two teams gonna split, but right here, I got the I got the Chargers at home. I got the Chargers. They can move the football. Justin Herbert is a beast. Mike Williams, man, that guy can catch. Anytime you got a short receiver on him, he's gonna go up and get it. Keenan Allen still has it when he's healthy. Austin Eckler is good. Their defense is respectable. I got the Chargers. I believe these two teams are gonna split. So the next time we talk about these two teams facing each other, I'm going to have the Raiders. But I got the Chargers on this go round at home. I got the Chargers.
Woo! It was hard for me to pick, but I'm gonna go Raiders here.
Okay, it's not
I'm
a
gonna
bad
go
choice.
Raiders. Right. I like how Carr's playing. I like how the offense is playing. I know the wins may not be pretty, but you a win's a win. I like how the only thing I just asked if he distribute the ball more. Like I know Darren Waller was not existent in the last game,
Mm-hmm.
but keep feeding Edwards, man. Keep feeding Edwards. That
Yep,
rookie
Edwards is pretty
is
good. That guy
clutch.
is good, bro.
He
Two
is a
clutch, two clutch catches, man, in a row, basically, man. That guy is good. Bryan Edwards is good, bro. He's very good.
it's definitely Bryan Edwards came in the clutch. Keep when it comes down. Carr keep throwing, he'll keep catching. Again, you got Ruggs, one of the fastest guys on the team. I like Peyton Barber, how he was running. Again, over 100 yards. I don't know if they get Josh Jacobs back, but and then on the defensive side, again, they got their little issues, but I like Max Crosby and them guys over there. So I'm going to take the Raiders in this game. It's definitely going to be a close game. It's not
It's
going to
gonna
be
be
a
a close
blowout,
game. It's not gonna be a blowout. I don't see it being a blowout.
and I can't wait to watch that stream.
I can't wait to watch.
Especially if it's going to be D up there. I don't know if John's going to be with there or Hammer. I'm not sure he's working, but you definitely know Jake's going to be up there. It's going to be him and D going in. That's going to be a great game, guys. Y'all do not want to miss
Do
that
not want
next
to miss that.
night here on the Spotlight Sports Network, and also on. I'm sure Jake's going to stream it, and also on the Spotlight Sports Raiders Talk as well. That game is going to be fire.
Yep.
Definitely. But that was week 4 picks coming up on the network. I believe tomorrow. You don't want to miss the second episode of the Fade Away.
Fade away, baby. We will be right back up here.
Sportscast, podcast show. NBA is around the corner. NBA is around the corner.
April.
We already did media day, so we'll talk more.
October 5th
NBA.
preseason.
Okay,
Basically for the Rockets.
That's
That's next week for the Rockets, and then I believe October the 1st, you got the Lakers and Nets. Yep, basketball is here, man.
So, you already know my basketball situation here. Freaking, I'm not gonna say his name, but we'll talk more about Ben and God knows what the crazy other bull crap he done said. We'll mention that tomorrow. So you don't want to miss that. That show will be tomorrow. Thursday, I'm not sure what's going on for the network, but just make sure you follow everybody here on the network, whether it's myself, whether it's Coach Donte, whether it's all the guys here on the network. Again, we were live on Donte's channel, my channel as well, and on the Spotlight Sports Network. Again, we're going to wrap this up, guys, for you. That was week 3, week 4. Don't forget, we're here every Tuesday. No, we're just not going to just talk about football, but that's what's going on right now. Of course, we're probably, as the baseball finalizes their playoff positions, we'll go more in depth about that, our predictions of who's going to win the World Series and everything else, who's going to make it in, who's not. The St. Louis Cardinals did go to the playoffs. They did clinch it. They won 17 games
17 in a row.
17 games in a row.
They're hot.
The Cardinals. They are a hot commodity right now. So St. Louis is killing it over there in the MLB. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they did go ahead and they did secure the NL wild card berth with their 17th straight game. So shout out to the St. Louis Cardinals for getting into the wild card. So definitely baseball season is underway. This is the time when I really watch baseball when it comes down to playoff and everything. So I'm sure we're going to be having some games here in the playoffs as playoffs time start. So be on the lookout for that. Don't forget Sunday. The crew and everybody will be back Sunday picking their picks and predictions. And I'm sure there's going to be so many people we're going to put on the grill or we're going to put on blast. I'm sure we got a bunch of them because I have a few. No, Goolie has a bunch. We already know what he's going to say. But yeah, stay tuned. This week, I think tomorrow Goolie will be back with AEW, him and Mitch. So tune in for that. And as always, guys, this is me. It's Key, and I'm always in the building. It's Coach Donte. He's always in the building. Thank you for being here with me tonight, hanging out with us. I do appreciate y'all. We'll definitely see y'all in another video.